Hello, everyone. It's me coming back for, as I mentioned, my monthly live stream here. Um, I'll always have some kind of a talk about. So today I'm going to be talking about a variety of things, but I'm going to start off with what's going on currently in my life right now since last month. So, as you guys may have known from my past live stream, I work at a retirement home called Solstice Senior Living at East Amherst. It's in Western New York. Um, it's a really all right little place. The people there can be a bit tense, but we're just trying to get our work done. One of our employees quit, and that's throwing the schedules off pace. So um, today's Saturday. I got off at 3 p.m. I usually don't. So since the schedule is a little bit off, we're trying to find new people. There's that. Um, a very good friend of mine and I are looking for an apartment together. We came across one really good one in Niagara Falls. For any of you, my viewers who live in Western New York, you know what I'm talking about. It's more like downtown Niagara Falls, but still, it's pretty nice. But we're still looking. We have no success yet. We're still trying to get applications in and decide what we need to do. I might be switching careers a little bit later and working for a friend of mine, another one, who owns his own company for drywalling. So I'll see what I can do about that. And if I can get that job, I can get better pay and I'll be able to support myself. Probably see what I can do there. Recently, I have a new girlfriend. Yes, I have a new girlfriend. Her name's Jamie. She's really sweet. She's 27. She lives in Niagara Falls as well. Um, really nice. She's into horror movies, hard rock, and a huge, huge WWE fan. Huge. But she's really sweet. We really click along. I really enjoy hanging around her a lot. So I'm feeling good there. I'm having some more personal, almost spiritual growth happening on, coming about from a huge mistake that I made. I could feel it deep within me. I made this mistake. I felt terrible. I felt horrible. I felt like a total dishonorable man. But the thing is, the two most powerful tools or weapons, but I prefer the word tools. The two most powerful tools you have to help your life and yourself, and to help relationships with others is forgiveness and love. Two most powerful things you got here. So with that being said, I calmed myself down afterwards. I forgave myself, telling myself there's nothing you could ever do that'll make me love you less, buddy. You're my best friend. I got you. It's okay. Because next time we're going to strive. We're going to be better. And the next time I interacted with this person, with Jamie, I was better. I was more controlled. And even right now, I'm working on controlling my thoughts. Purity, both in a physical and sexual form and all that. I'm more focusing myself. I feel better. Of course, there's a lot of work to be done. Rome wasn't built in a day. The key thing is to be patient. Be patient with yourself. Things will work out in the end. Okay? Don't worry about the things, whether they be little things, because it's just a little string in your throat. Everything's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. That being said, I obviously just gave two little bits of wisdom that I had, love and forgiveness. I might have specified what I believed in my last video about we are all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. There's no such thing as death. Life is only a dream, and we're the imagination of ourselves. As well as another ideas I can have. Be careful what you do. Be careful what you get into. Be careful what you think. Be careful what you focus on, because it can manifest. Certain beliefs you have, certain bad habits can end up dragging you down and preventing real growth, preventing you from being able to feel and be a little bit more free. Certain bad habits, I'm not talking about things like smoking, although that is an obvious one. Certain things like sexual impurity, pornography, drinking, greed, anger, and pride, 7 deadly sins, all those ones are big things that will prevent you from releasing this pent up bad energy and feeling a little bit more free. Freeing your mind, freeing your soul, giving you that sense of, okay, I'm growing, I'm doing well, I have nothing to worry about. I'm testament to this. There's a lot of things that I had to let go in order to find freedom. So that's what it is. That's the purpose of my channel. I'm doing this purposely or solely to help people grow and help people strive and move forward. I've had several ideas. A couple of them I've been suppressing due to thoughts and various other things, which I will explain. But one of them, which I have collaborated with a fellow YouTuber friend of mine, Lionel Anderson, on YouTube here, about a mass meditation to help humanity ascend, pushing back the evil, pushing back the dark forces here on Earth that seek to hurt humanity and suppress us. Another idea that I had, and this is one that I keep throwing out because the dark forces or the people here that are not of the light, who hate us, who don't care, who want to keep people down, they don't want this information out there. But my idea that I've been continuously taking out of my mind and throwing away, even to this day, even right now, is revealing names of demons, because, yeah, they're real. Because if you know their names, you have a better chance of exercising or getting them out of here. This is the idea that I've been throwing out of my mind, mostly out of because that's not what they would want, and they would do anything to prevent you from releasing this information or finding it out. So partially out of intimidation, but some of these ideas I just don't do because I don't have the time anymore. Some I just haven't given enough emphasis or power to. This one about some of these ideas I don't have enough energy to do. As I said, I've had my job thing to do and my girlfriend, which has been taking up a lot of time with me. So that's what's been going on lately. I will now get into the part where I can answer any questions from anyone who would like to watch. I am more than happy to answer any of your questions. I will answer truthfully to the best of my knowledge. So I will wait until we have people to come on and then answer. I probably shouldn't be on my phone while doing this. What I've also found, just as a side note, is friends that are great teachers for both personal and spiritual growth that have helped me become a better person. I got to give credit to my friend Morgan, Brandon, and Caden. Great guys. They've all helped me to realize certain things. They've all opened my eyes, helped me see things in a completely different light, and they're still there to teach me more. So don't neglect, the great teachers in your life, and always be on the watch, because many different things can teach you. You could go out in nature and feel and see the harmony there, and you can learn something from there. Your dog, who may be unconditionally loving to everyone that it comes across. Your dog forgiving you if you accidentally step on his or her paw. It just shows, that that's a lesson. I just think you have to be a little bit receptive to it. And I know that the first step and the first couple steps in acknowledging that there's a problem, first step in solving problems is acknowledging that you have one, aka awareness. Once you have awareness, you now know what the problem is, and then you can start brainstorming methods in order to solve those problems. You can try method number 1. If method number 1 does not work, you discard it, you try another method. But you don't give up. Perseverance and endurance are important. But also is your belief that you will get through this with patience and with practice. I'm testament to this, as various other things that I have, whether it be, as in one of my previous videos, the 60-day challenge of forgiving and loving both yourself and others. I've practiced this, and now I feel like I can somewhat smoothly transition and do that whenever I'm encountering a problem that I feel guilty, in which I caused, or someone else, there's a problem between me and someone else. I'm not doing that. As I said, with my girlfriend, the big mistake that I made and the dishonorable and disrespectful thing that I did, of course, I apologized to her and asked her to forgive me. But then I forgave myself, which is to help relieve the pain and all that from me. But at the same time, acknowledging what I did wrong. So I acknowledged that, and I told myself, okay, next time we will. It's going to happen. And then the next time that I saw her and that we hung out, I actually put it into practice. Focused my energy, focused my power, focused my attention on controlling it. And I did. And I felt better. I felt more in control. I felt like I was slowly starting to, through this awareness and through my methods, I was conquering my problems. I was conquering this thing that happened. And through forgiveness, I was starting to let it go. That I was not going to be held down. As in one of my other videos that I put called Luggage and How to Heal from It. Forgiving yourself and loving yourself at the same time, both things help. But it takes time, you got to keep forgiving yourself, keep loving yourself, more and more love. Oh, I feel I don't deserve love. I don't feel like I deserve all that. More love, more waves of love, more, to the point where you feel healed and you can move on from it. And you're no longer back down. Because if you feel guilty and you keep beating yourself up, you're just adding more luggage onto. You're just adding more weight, more luggage on top of that pain and guilt. You're making the situation worse for yourself. And you need to lighten the load. Because trust me, forgiveness and love are the two most powerful forces in the universe. They can do wonders for you. And they will help you. That is what I'm pushing. Service to others, loving yourself completely, and forgiving yourself completely. Service to others, loving yourself completely, and forgiving yourself completely, and changing humanity for the better. Push and strive towards that. In the end, things will get better. Okay? Don't worry. Keep strutting along. You guys know that I have faith in all you guys. Of course, I'm here to answer your questions and help you along in your journeys. That's what we're here to do, support each other. This is a community in which we can come together in love, peace, and unity and help each other out to help this world ascend to the next level. We're at level 1 here. I say we go to level 5. That sounds pretty good. So if any of you have any concerns or any advice you want me to help you with, I'm an open book. I am more than happy and more than willing to help you out. That's what empaths and light workers do. Don't be ashamed of any weird quirks you might have. Embrace your weirdness. Embrace what makes you you. Self-acceptance is important. Loving and accepting yourself completely will allow you to be more free, will allow you to be your more authentic self in your journey to become the best version of you possible. And when you better yourself, when you improve, when you seek to improve personally, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, you'll find more happiness, you'll find amazing things. The kind of story I want, the kind of behavior I want others to see, the kind of actions I would want to take is analogous to a story I once heard. A woman's 14-year-old son was gunned down and murdered by a 16-year-old kid trying to impress a gang. In court, as the boy was being sentenced, as he was being let out and convicted, the mother stood up, pointed at him, and said, "I'm gonna kill you," and sat back down. Eventually, the mother visited the boy in prison a couple times. No one from the gang ever visited him. She told him she just wants to talk, nothing else. She just wanted to talk. So they talked for a while, and she gave him some money for cigarettes. And she kept visiting him every few months or so. And near the end of his release, she asked him, well, where are you going to work? He said, "I don't know. I ain't got nowhere to go." So she said, "Well, I have a friend who owns a little factory, and I could probably get you a job there." And then she asked, "Well, where are you going to stay?" He's like, "I don't know. I don't have any family." She's like, "Well, I have a spare room. You can come stay with me." One day, at the house, she pulls him in the living room, tells him that she just wants to talk to him. She tells him, "Do you remember that day in court when you were being convicted and let out, and I stood up, pointed at you, and said, 'I'm going to kill you'?" And he said, "Yes, ma'am, I'll never forget that day." And the mother said, "Well, I just did. I did not want the man who murdered my son to live one more day. And that's how I said about changing you, giving you a job, a place to stay, and some love. What I want to know is if you would like to stay with me." She followed with, "What I want to know is if I could adopt you." And the woman became the mother of her son's killer. Now, the reason I say that story is because her actions, the woman in the story, reflects what I want to see. Not just other people, but in myself. A story of forgiveness. A story of compassion. A story of forgiveness and love being an example of what I said, the two most powerful tools. The woman just showed compassion to him, forgiving him, eventually even adopting him. And through love, she broke down and killed the evil man that killed her son. And a new man was born, a man who had a job, a man who was a better man for society. I'm hoping to see a world in which love and forgiveness and treating your fellow man how you want to be treated yourself, that was what our hearts strive towards. That is essentially what we long to do each day. When we see someone in need, we would help. I myself am no Gandhi. I have my errors. I have my mistakes. I don't claim to be perfect, and nor will I ever. Everything I say also applies to me. Strive towards doing this. This is my wish. I'll do my part. I admit sometimes I may see a cause on the internet which I donate money to, but I don't sometimes. But there's also small examples that I do. Forgiving myself, forgiving others. The movement of Pacts of Peace, which I had. Which I honestly still haven't delivered the first packs yet. I don't know. Things have been getting crazy with what I just told you. But yeah, I hope. I don't expect my channel. I don't want to be popular. I don't want to be famous. I just really want to change lives. I really want to make this world really a better place. Throw out the evil, and then let the love and the good go forward. But if you guys could join me, that would be wonderful. If I could just change one person, that could make a world of difference, because then that one person could then be inspired to go out and change another person's lives. It could start a chain reaction. People could see their acts of love and go, wow, I can do that too. In fact, maybe I can do better. I'm inspired. That guy truly has a heart for others. He's not doing this for fame. He's not doing this for pride. He's not doing this for any self-recognition. He's shedding of the self, foregoing the self, and looking instead more towards others, wanting his world to be a better place. Other people have different opinions, different beliefs, sure, but at the core, we're still one. We're still a family. Humanity is still a family. We need to care for one another. We need to treat our family with all the love and respect they deserve and honor them. When an awful act is done upon you or someone you know, like I said, forgive them. Because you're shining a light onto this broken world. You're being a beacon for love, peace, and unity. For something great. You truly are going to be a beacon for and an inspiration for other people to go out and shine their lights. A huge motivation. You need to look past small things. The time has come. If you used to look at appearances and think that's what really matters, the time has come for you to really fight that. Really get away from that. Even simply talking to your family now is something that you can do. Your family may understand. As I said in one of my other videos, effects of your spiritual awakening. Some people may not understand. Some people may reject it at first. That's fine. Even if you feel like they're ignorant or they're not getting it. Even if people are frustrating you, still love. Still be kind to them. Still say kind words. It may be hard. I know it is. I try myself to do that. It's something I still have to work on myself. That's something we can do together. Don't give up. Don't be discouraged. I'll be making another video shortly, maybe even tonight, on failure. It's not a bad thing. It's not. It's okay. Success isn't the only teacher you have. Listen to your gut feeling, your intuition. It's usually trying to help you, lead you down a good path. I may call it my chakras, whatever you want. I personally find that subject interesting. I personally find it helpful. I've used it as a reference tool to help me, even today. In case you didn't know, there's a spirituality chakra right here, the crown, third eye, throat, the heart, right below your chest, the sacral, right where your belly button is, your abdomen, your solar plexus chakra, and near the groin area is your root chakra. I think these things are interesting and important to know about. Lately, as from experience, what I said about that very disrespectful thing that I did to my girlfriend, I listened to my root chakra, or my solar plexus one down here, which is known as your chakra of wisdom and power. I listened to it, meaning the wisdom part, knowing deep in my soul and in my mind that that was wrong. And the polite thing was to respect her in every way you can, both with your mind, your words, and your thoughts, at least trying to. I don't know about you, but I still have a little bit of difficulty doing that. It's okay. Patient. And I continue to love. But like they say, listen to your gut feeling. I think that's where it comes from. Listening to your gut, listening to your solar plexus chakra. It could help you out a lot. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try and find an accurate picture of Jamie. I know this is a little off topic, but I kind of jump around from topic to topic. You can see how beautiful she is. She's very beautiful, and I'm so happy that I have her. Soon as my Wi-Fi on my crazy ass phone starts working. I don't know if you can see her accurately, but that's her with one of her favorite wrestler guys. She's a beautiful woman. I'm blessed to have her in my life. And I'm glad I can help and love this woman too. Although love is a strong word, I mean that more in the relationship, as this is just the beginning. It would always be so nice to love her and actually fall in love, but I'm not going to jump the gun here. We're still young in our relationship. Even if I don't get any actual viewers watching this, it's fine. You know, some people may click on it and watch it while it's in my feed. Hopefully this will be saved. Maybe they can get something out of it. Maybe I've inspired them or encouraged them. And they can go out and tell their family. Yes, I shaved my head. You know, when you start looking at people from the inside, for who they are, disregarding their flaws, when you start getting to know them, when you start loving them and watching either their hardened shell break or their personality start to be attracted to you, when you see the type of people that you start to attract with the kind of love and loving actions that you show, it's amazing. They're attracted to you like moths to flames. And they want to be around you. But you got to be careful too, because there are people who will take advantage of you. Maybe through one or two actions. The first one you can forgive. You can forgive their actions if they're just using you. But if they repeatedly take advantage of you, showing that they don't care about who you really are, they just think they can get something out of you, that's when you got to cut ties and realize that you can't save everyone. You can't help everyone. Sometimes they got to help themselves. One thing I've noticed in my past is I'm more motivated, I'm more encouraged, and I work harder at things when I make the decision myself. For example, if I want to go to the mall and donate blood because I care about others and I want to help them and save lives and be a hero to someone in need and make a difference, when I have that motivation, I can do it. I feel motivated. I push forward. It starts with a thought, develops into a plan, and then goes into action, and I manifest it. Whereas if I was kind of pushed to do it, I may not be even encouraged to. I'm not disparaging my own job, but I'm saying most of the stuff that they tell me to do is not of my own decision necessarily. It's because I'm told to do it because I got to get paid. And I have no other income. But you could find that the decisions you make on your own are because you're motivated, because you want to do it, because you enjoy doing it. I know that if you have a work of passion, if you're doing something you absolutely love, you'll never work a day in your life. Mindset's important. However, if you're just pushing through the day because you need money, like at your job, or you get free food, you're going to end up being a little bit miserable and sad. But your beliefs can change reality. You can try changing, talking to the management in charge, talking to someone about helping you, as well as setting your mind to change your perception on something. I once had this idea that I pitched to my friend Morgan, which I said is not only someone I'm try to move out with and all that. But someone I see is a good teacher for me. In certain situations, I hope you guys have noticed, perception, beliefs, and emotions can play a big role. If someone says something mean to you, your perception will be they're just jerks. Maybe something along the lines of they're just jerks. And your emotions will be get defensive or get a little upset or frustrated. You're backing up your perceptions with your emotions. They're joining together. And your belief may end up becoming, well, that guy's just being mean to me for no reason. Or they're just being jerks. Or I'm trying my hardest here. Or I'm doing what I can. And they're just bashing me. Whatever it may be, your beliefs, your perceptions, and your emotions will join together. And that'll form either what you call a good experience or a bad experience. It can help you or it can hurt you. It can make your day or it can make it worse. I'd like to say the decision is completely up to you. You can choose to be kind and say a good word to them, bless them, and forgive them, and set yourself free in the process, and therefore not only save your day, maybe even change your perception. Not only change your perception of them, allow for adjustment of behavior, a better action we take in the future, so that instead of getting upset really quickly, you end up resorting to forgiveness and these good tactics. You end up directing the course of your day. You control your reality. Well, everyone, thank you for joining my stream. Well, not joining my stream, but I hope to future watchers and listeners of this, I hope you get something from this. Please leave a comment. Please leave feedback about if it inspired you, or if you have any ideas, or what we can do together to love others more, to create this truly better world. I thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your continued support and your kind words and your love. And I'll be sending my love and kindness out to you. Love, peace, and unity to you all. Thank you.